Good morning, everybody. My name is Lara. Today's devotion looks at the beloved line of scripture from Psalm 23 verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd. This is such a beautiful and comforting picture for us of God as our shepherd king, especially during this time when our future steps might seem so uncertain. So I took to Google to find out why it is that sheep need a shepherd. On an interesting livestock website, I discovered that sheep will run away from any perceived danger and they band together in their flocks. Because of this desire for protection, it means that sheep will follow each other. So if you can get one sheep to move, the entire flock will follow. I then found this interesting article on BBC News about a crew of distressed Turkish shepherds who watched in horror as their entire flock followed one after the other off the edge of a cliff. The first one went, then the next, and then the entire flock of 1,100 sheep followed. So domesticated sheep need a shepherd to guard them, to guide them, and to care for them. In John 10, Jesus talks about himself as the good shepherd. He says, "I know my sheep, and my sheep know me." In verse 27, Jesus says, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me." In unpacking this concept of Jesus as the shepherd, I discovered that during biblical times, the sheep pen, it was a large circular pen enclosed by a little stone wall, and multiple shepherds would bring their flocks into the same sheep pen at night. Then one shepherd would remain as the night watchman and position himself at the entrance to the sheep pen to guard the sheep. Then in the morning, each individual shepherd would return and call out to his sheep. And his sheep would recognize the voice of their shepherd and come out and follow him, come out from the collective flock. So this was such a beautiful and fascinating picture for me because it talks about the sheep knowing the shepherd's voice. As Jesus says in that scripture from John 10, verse 27, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me." God knows us each individually, and as a sheep, we listen to his voice. A.W. Tozer says, "God will speak to the hearts of those who prepare themselves to hear." So we can live in anticipation that God is speaking to us. We just need to tune our ears in to listen to the shepherd's voice. If we don't live with this expectancy that God is always speaking to us, then we can discount or discredit each time that he does speak into our lives. So my encouragement to you this morning is we don't want to follow the herd, potentially to our own demise. We want to prepare our hearts to listen in anticipation for our good shepherd's voice and to follow him and his will for our lives. Be blessed today.